Welcome to Not a Casual. Aaron Inman, Strez, and former Arizona Cardinal Pro Bowler Justin Bethel. Phone's not working. I don't know what's going on. Boy, tech issues today.
Yeah,
all around.
Just everyone with tech issues. All right, so we just got to get into it. Justin's kind of an a-hole. So Justin came out to the track in Phoenix, which, appreciate him coming out. You do have to sign some stuff for the General Tires guys that are in the tire tent, because there were some really big Arizona Cardinals fans in there.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Hey, where's your guy?" I was like, he's
my daughter. I had my daughter with me.
If
they had my daughter with me, I would have been there.
They're like, "Oh, we need," and so, but I do have to get you some stuff. But no, so well, I walked the entire track, finally figured out where Justin was. Walking up to him, Strez, not hi, not what's up, dog, not how you doing. Hey, you look taller on camera.
I didn't say that.
100%. It's exactly what you said.
I don't remember saying that.
You look taller on camera. You guys spoke live, because I literally texted her. I go, "This is what Justin just said."
Oh, I might have. Actually.
That is hilarious.
Not what's up, dog. No dab before the dab up. Hey, you look taller.
And he was like in full like gear, so I didn't even recognize. I was like, oh, there he is. Okay. No, but he's everybody. Aaron's not 6 feet. I know that's what he says. he's like 5'10".
There's no way. There's no way.
You need to go back to the doctor and get them to recheck your height. I know I unless I grew an inch, which I don't think I did.
You never know.
Maybe.
In my defense, I decided to wear almost a brand new pair of Jordan 1 lows out to the track, and they're not for walking. Those shoes are not for walking. And after about 6 hours of walking loops on that track, probably when I walked up to Justin, I did have a little bit of like bow leg, like my feet were throbbing.
I'm trying. I need to go back and see a picture, because I'm trying to remember. I might have had the Air Maxes on. That might have gave me a.
No, I think you had some like all white sneaks on. But no, louder than you thought it would be.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, my guy that was there with me, who went back, he was like, it's even louder, when you get out around the, closer to the track. I was like, but they wouldn't let me bring my daughter back there. So
I tell people all the time, the first time they come around the turn, it rumbles through your chest. You're like,
it was cool. Next time I'd probably come by myself, so I can actually go experience everything.
Yeah, we just did the show with the driver in the last hour, and it's a little frustrating, fellas. We had a car to win that race.
Oh man, I looked up, we were in third, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, he's in 14th. What happened? And then Aaron texted me, he's like, oh yeah, we had a power something malfunction or something.
Car just shut off.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
we're laying down lap times that are with like we're going to be in first or second. We're laying like that car was a missile, and it's the most excited I've ever seen the team. Our car chief, God bless him. I go, how are you feeling right now? He's like, this is literally the most proud I've been in a long time. He's like, this car is a missile. In practice, we laid down the fastest lap in practice, and that held up for 3/4 of practice until like a couple of huge teams got out there and laid down some shorter lap times. But we all got back after practice, and we were trying not to jinx it. It's like, like spring camp or something. And you're like, team, but like you don't want to say that. I was like, and I'm the guy that's like, are we just not going to talk about it? Like, this car is lightning.
It's kind of like when a pitcher is in the middle of a no-no.
Yeah,
you like stay away from him. Don't say anything to him. Don't say anything about the no-hitter.
What time what place did they end up finishing?
I think he got up to top 15, but which went back to being 3 laps down.
I was like, oh man, we're in third, and it was just like.
But he made he made a move from 6th to 3rd that was some of the most beautiful driving I've ever seen in my entire life. And I was like, we're going to win this race. shout out to the wife. Just brought in a new hat that I got over the
Nice.
Oh, nice.
little NASCAR championship weekend, Phoenix.
A couple guys that I know. I saw Buddha was there, I think Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There were people looking. People kept coming.
He's a little cooler than me. He got to do the announcement.
We had 4 people come by the holler that go, hey, Justin Bethel. And I was like, he's on his way. I don't know. I wouldn't expect anybody to come by and ask about him. So like,
yeah. Next time I'll come by myself. I'll be earlier. I'll get there like 30 minutes because there's another one. No, I was looking at the plaques. It's like November or something like that.
We won't. We may not be back in November, but for sure.
Oh, okay.
Next year.
Well, next year, yeah, I'll come. I'll be earlier.
But it was
bad.
All right, NFL free agency, fellas.
Jeez.
To start off the NFL free agency, biggest news of free agency that wasn't really free agency. Max Crosby going to Baltimore.
Oh. Ooh, that's a nice move for them.
For 2 firsts.
4-2. Oh yeah,
that was the part that shocked me. I'm like, Max Crosby
for 2
first round. I could see 1, but to give up 2 first round picks for him, I mean,
unless they feel like they already got a lot of pieces that they like. If they got some, you got some younger guys or guys that that you're going to keep around, because they're a team. The Ravens are one of those teams. They're kind of like the Patriots. If they like you and they feel like they got a good, solid, foundation, they're going to keep their pieces and build off of that. So if it's maybe like where it's like, okay, we know we got some pieces that we trust in, we know how they're gonna perform. It's like, okay, let's take a chance on somebody we know like what they're gonna do instead of like, okay, let's draft somebody and first round, you hope they can be the guy you need instead of just hoping, you just go get somebody who can be the guy.
I mean, Baltimore, another elite pass rusher to just have. That's not fair.
They needed something though. Their defense was cheeks last season. It was so bad.
But I mean,
you're like they are currently, now that they got a new head coach, and my issue with them for the last like 3 or 4 years was that they are wasting one of the most elite backfields ever constructed in the NFL between Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry.
I think they've wasted it. I think the window's closed.
There's like 1 year left. It feels like, specifically on Derrick Henry. Lamar could keep going because he's really turned into a pocket passer in the later part of his career here. But Derrick Henry, I mean, we say it every year. How much longer can he go? And then he just pops off another 1,700 yards like it's nothing.
He's one of those guys. It's because he's smart. He knows, he knows how to take care. He knows how to take hits when he needs to. He knows how to get out of bounds when he needs. But he's such a big guy, and he can get going. Like he's one of those guys. Like he knows if he can just get past the first level. Like once it comes to the DB, he's so much bigger than everybody. It's like I'm gonna just stiff arm him and
stiff arm him into next week.
Yeah. Then once I get going, it's over.
Speaking of guys that don't know how to take hits, Tua gets released. What
a transition too. Oh my God, that was fantastic.
I mean, we're being honest here. Like, the guy. I mean, no one has had. I hope he never plays football again.
I doubt that's gonna be the case, but
apparently, 28 minutes ago, the Dolphins, Malik Willis, man, Malik Willis, one of those guys, man, in practice, like highlights in college, you go, he just needs the right spot, and apparently Miami thinks,
he played well in some spot time.
I mean, they're going to
love last season too.
They're going to bring in some more guys too. Like I saw the statement where they're releasing Tua, but they're going to make it competitive at a bunch of spots because they got rid of Tyreek, Jalen, Waddle's still there, but Brent, they're going to probably bring in some more receivers. They got A-Chain, and we'll see. They had one of the rookies, or was it somebody they drafted had a good season. He was like a good 1-2 with Devin. The other back, I can't think of his name or number right now. But they had a guy that came out kind of late in the season that was helping out. That was going 1-2 it.
I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah.
I literally can see him running the ball.
Yeah.
Well, Malik, 3-year, $67.5 million with $45 million fully guaranteed. So,
wait, how much?
$45 million fully guaranteed, 3 years, 67.5.
Oh, they paid him. Okay, well, I didn't know the contract details.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah. Don't they have like 3 other quarterbacks there? Who's the other guys?
They got Quinn Ewers out of Texas.
Yeah,
he'll be in his second year this next season.
They were letting him play a little bit at the end of the season.
Yeah, he doesn't have it. I'm not saying he played at Texas. He don't have it. Michael Pittman to the Steelers from the Colts. Wow. Okay, so Indy will free up $24 million in cap space with that move.
They gave it all to Alec Pierce.
All of it, literally.
4 years, $116 million.
Boy, I tell you, these numbers. This is how This
Are you
is
sure
how
you don't want to go back to the league, Justin?
I feel like this is how the older players so the guys I played obviously in like the early 2010s. I'm assuming this is how guys from like who played in the early 2000s, the 90s felt. Every time they hear about our contract, like we're hearing our contract, it's like, man, it's like it just keeps. It's always gonna be like that, I guess.
It's like the NBA when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was the only guy in the league making $1 million, and you're
now
like,
they're like $1 million. Now it's like, what is that? A signing bonus?
Yeah.
Here you go, Aaron. The Bears are signing Super Bowl champion safety Kobe Bryant.
Okay,
that's a good pickup.
We need some help back there. I'm here for it. Obviously there'll be a ton of moves over the day with stuff. Jets add 3 players to their defense, like it's going to help. I mean, that's organization just bad. It's just bad. Rams still a member of the Chiefs secondary. Who'd you say Kansas City just picked up though?
Kenneth Walker.
Kansas
Super
City
Bowl MVP. Are you freaking kidding me?
Kansas City rots in hell. Like y'all, like you're not allowed.
Wait, who?
Kenneth Walker to the Chiefs.
Michigan State legend. Guy was
now they have 2 Super Bowl MVPs in their backfield. That makes me want to commit heinous war crimes.
But I always say this too when I tell people, I'm like, all this pre-stuff doesn't really matter until you do something with it. Because I remember when I was with the Ravens in 2019, and Cleveland had OBJ. They had
that's true.
And they had
Jarvis Landry.
They had. It was the year they had Jarvis Landry and OBJ, and everybody was predicting, and they're like, oh, they're Super Bowl champions. That's it. They're just go ahead and give them the trophy. And I think they won like 4 games that year.
Let's look at the 19 roster because I do remember.
But that's Cleveland though. Like the thing with the Chiefs is they have championship pedigree. They still got Pat Mahomes. They still got Andy Reid. They still got Travis Kelce. But
only one person can have the ball at a time.
Let's see, 2019 Cleveland roster, just to make anybody from Cleveland that might see this feel bad about what you guys had in 2019. Oh, this is gonna make you feel even worse for your Cleveland Browns fan. So you had Baker at quarterback, Nick Chubb at running back.
Oh my God!
You had Odell.
That was Nick Chubb in his prime too.
That was
Chubb. Like he was still the guy. It ran for 1,500 yards that year. But Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry, Demetrius Harris at tight end. Let's see, what else did they have? Oh man, they had a great looking offensive line, and then of course they still had Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward, Demarius Randall. They had really good. I mean,
how did that team suck so bad?
I don't know. I just know it was like, everybody was talking about them, and then halfway through the season, it was
nowhere to be found.
Ravens were 6-2 and leading the division.
Me of Philly when they had McNabb and Terrell Owens. At the beginning of the year, you were like, "Well, how is this not going to work?" And then halfway through the season, you're like, "Oh, you know how it doesn't work? Your head coach, your quarterback, your wide receiver, all 3 hate each other and can't even be in the same league."
When did T.O. retire? What year was that?
He retired?
No,
the door is still open.
When did he play with Eagles?
Was it 09 maybe?
Let me look here.
2010?
Problem is he had some bad year. Let's see here.
I'm just thinking because I remember playing against McNabb in Philly. I remember when we played against them.
Guys, in 2012, he played some sort of professional football for the Texas Revolution. I don't even know what that is.
Okay, so yeah, we didn't cross paths.
What?
The Texas Revolution. That must be indoor. 2010 last year with Cincinnati Bengals. He was in 04 with the Eagles. At 96 Cowboys or 96 49ers, 04 Eagles, 06 Cowboys, Bills in 09, and Bengals in 2010. And then
so he did what, 14?
Yeah, 15 seasons.
15, and then decided he didn't want to just let it go and went to the Texas Revolution.
I don't know. Oh, you know what that was? I think that was that fan-controlled football league.
Oh, I think you're right.
That Manziel played in that too. Like the fans picked the plays like it was Madden.
Oh,
I think you're right. Was that like streamed on Twitch?
Yeah,
like that's how the people watched it, was just getting on Twitch, and
they would show at the bottom. People are like, people are voting on what play, and they'd show you like this little graph that would move as people are voting, and then like, oh, this is the play they got to run. And what was hilarious is,
what about the defense was the same way?
Defense same way.
What if it just sabotaging though? You're like,
well, here's the deal. There were some guys, like you could tell some Madden players that were like, this is my opportunity, because when Manziel would get out on the field, it was like they were going, let me show you what they should have done with Johnny when he was in the NFL. Calling just the most wild stuff. And Johnny's like, dude, I'm 15 years past my prime. I'm out here running around like trying to but
so
no.
Justin, what's it like from a player's perspective there, like when that free agency window opens up?
It depends. If you're a guy who's under contract and you like where you are, then it's like for me, most of my career, most of the time I was with somebody, so it's like I'm see who they really is, like seeing who they bring in. Obviously the draft's coming, but it's like seeing who they bring in at your position. There's gonna be some kind of competition or something like that. But if you're a free agent or you're trying to get somewhere else, that's where it's like, okay, now we're talking your heavy talks with your agent. Like, okay, who's talking to you, who's mentioning my name, who's curious about me or whatever. And you kind of find out your options. Because I remember when I left Atlanta, like I remember I was in Seattle with one of my friends, and I had Ravens called me, and then Tomlin called me like right after, and it was like, oh, they both offered me the same 2-year for 4. They both offered me the same deal, and the only reason I went with the Ravens was because I was like, well, they called me first, and they offered first, so I was like, because Tomlin called me, he's like, hey, whatever we'll match whatever, and it's funny because it's like stuff like that. It's like what would my career have been? Do I have still play 12 years? If I that decision, I go play with the Steelers. I know some of my good friends love the Steelers. But it's like little decisions like that.
Tomlin, you seem like you'd have been like, I got this hard worker in here, small school, like you would have been a Mike Tomlin guy.
Probably. I had a chance to be on I remember when after I got hurt, and I had my season right before a new deal pretty much. And it was like a bet on yourself season, but there's a chance. I had my agent was like, if you want to, Philly's asking about you, and I could have went to Philly, and that was the year they won the Super Bowl.
This happened to you twice now.
I'm like, yeah, but everything I can't. I'm not gonna complain because I think everything worked out how it's supposed to. I still ended up having a good career, being able to play for a long time, so. It's just funny, like those little kind of decisions to go here, to go there. You just never know how it's gonna turn out.
Last year, I had kind of met him over FaceTime, and he's last year in Miami, and I'm like, this is gonna be good, man. Veteran guy, he's not gonna have to play a whole lot. He's just gonna get to be in there. Turn on like week 3, Justin's starting. And I'm like, what's going on? Apparently, every defensive back in Miami got hurt.
Everybody, like my first year there, I get there in training camp. I'm like, okay, I'm like, this is year 11. I'm like, okay, I'm special teams. That's all I gotta worry about. And then everybody, I mean, literally every DB got hurt. I'm like, what is going? This is the most unhealthy. How y'all guys younger? All y'all young guys, 11. Oh, this is 2022. So I'm like, man, how's everybody getting hurt? And then, you know, we go into the next year, and then I'm just like, okay, well, let me try and, you know, earn a starting spot. And I ended up winning the nickel spot early on, and then, but they just burnt me out. I was starting at nickel, but I was still playing every special teams at 34. Yeah. And I was like, bro, I can't. Maybe 10 years ago, 5 years ago, I could have. I remember like I think for the first 3 games, I had the most plays out of everybody on the team. I think I had like 90. I think I had like 90 because I get like 15 to 20 special teams plays, but then defense, we were just doing really good. So we were out there, but I had like 70-something plays. So I was getting like 90 plays each game. And then during the week, I also, like, they still use me on scout. So I would do some scout defense plus whatever defense I had to do. So I was just like, by the time I got to the game, my legs just, after a whole bunch of running, you know, and then you're getting double team on punt, and yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting.
A recovery time.
It didn't go how I wanted it to, but you know, it is.
Was that with was Jalen Ramsey on that team?
Yeah,
that's right.
So you're the guy that gave Miami the injury bug that has plagued Miami.
I was healthy. I was super healthy. I mean, I sprained my MCL the last week of training camp, and I played in the first game. Like I get healthy really fast. I always tell people I'm like Wolverine. I get healthy really fast.
Regeneration.
My regeneration is off the charts, except for when I got to run 1,000 miles throughout the week.
All right. Weird question today. What is the weirdest thing that you guys like to eat?
The weirdest thing, I like kimchi. Is that weird?
Oh, kimchi's so good.
I've never had that, so I don't know what that. I don't even know what that is.
Oh my Lord!
I don't know that you'd like it, Aaron.
Is it
Do you like? No, it's like pickle. It's like fermented cabbage.
Yeah, you didn't sell me on that. Just so you know.
I mean, that's what it is. Do you like pickled? Like,
I don't even like pickles.
Oh yeah, then you definitely would.
Do you like any Korean food at all?
I don't know.
He's like,
Korean food? Yeah, like Korean barbecue.
Yeah, I mean, like, but I don't eat any vegetables or nothing.
You don't get any kimchi with it on the side?
That's why you're short. Yeah, because you don't eat no vegetables.
Hey, man, I eat lots of vegetables. What's my problem?
Yeah. Oh, that's genetics.
My dad's 6'2".
Maybe you weren't getting enough sleep at night. That's staying up too late.
I don't know what it was.
I had a large period of my life where I had to eat incredibly strict and healthy. And once those years were over, I was like, all right, whatever. It came up because apparently fried frog legs are.
Oh yeah, I see those. It tastes like chicken.
They're good.
Yeah. I don't know why anybody thinks they're not. But no, this came up.
Turtle, fried turtle. That's similar.
You are backwoods, man.
I only had it once. We had an uncle who was like super country, and he was like, "Yeah, it's some turtle."
Yeah, I think they have
frog legs.
They got some like turtle restaurants in the Cayman Islands. I'm pretty sure too.
Yeah.
No, my wife eats peanut butter and fluff, like marshmallow.
Oh yeah, like marshmallow fluff. I don't like peanut butter that much. Like I'm not a big peanut butter guy.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I'll eat a peanut butter and jelly, but or some peanut butter with like crackers or a banana. But
dude, I take tortilla chips and dip them in peanut butter and eat them.
What's wrong with you?
The big old tub you get from like Costco.
The carbs and the fats that just come out of that is just like,
yeah, that's gross.
Well, because I don't like nothing. So like when I was playing ball and stuff, that was
way you get your protein.
Yeah, just eat peanut butter sandwich, eat 2 or 3 peanut butter sandwiches. And then as I got older, my dad and I both, we'd scoop it with a knife, put it on saltine crackers.
Yeah.
Love
You get
that.
those peanut butter filled pretzels.
Oh, I like those.
Unbelievable.
I'm trying to think of something weird. What's something weird? Oh, have y'all ever had? Oh, I mean, you probably have chitlins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most people probably want.
Y'all can have that.
Yeah. That's
and by y'all, I do mean y'all. When I'm saying y'all, I do mean the word y'all.
Or like pickled pig feet.
I never liked that.
No. I did take one of the so our pit crew's all from Buffalo. I took one of them to get real tacos. Because Oklahoma, we got real tacos like Arizona, New Mexico do. And he was like, I need real tacos. Walked in to get real tacos, and he was like, what are all of these meats? And I was like, pork, beef, chicken, beef. He's like, why don't they say that? I go, because if I told you what those were really, you wouldn't.
Yes, different pieces of the.
Yeah. Like if I said this is pig intestine, you would go, not eating that. It's really good.
I was telling my wife's family not that long ago that I was craving some catfish and spaghetti.
Oh, catfish! I don't know if it's.
And they were like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's like a go-to staple meal in Arkansas. Fried catfish and spaghetti."
My wife don't like it. She thinks it's a dirty fish, but
it is.
I love it.
It's so good.
The bottom feeders.
Like, but that's what makes shrimp good. That's what makes catfish good. That's what makes crawfish good.
I don't like lobster.
Really?
It's too tough. Like, especially for how much they try to charge for it. It's like, bro, it's not even. It's like
a jaw exercise just to eat it.
Yeah, and just like, I mean, I guess it's because it's a bigger piece of like meat. But even like that, I don't like king crab either. Like, I don't feel like it has a lot. I'd rather have snow crab. But I think it's because I grew up on snow crab. For me, like, snow crab tastes better than king crab. King crab is bigger and there's a lot more of it, but
we did drive all the way to Springfield, Missouri to get the thing Springfield, Missouri is most famous for, which is cashew chicken. And it only exists in Joplin, Mount Vernon, and Springfield, Missouri.
Was it like chicken made from cashews or something?
It's a very specific type of breading on the chicken with a cashew gravy and cashew nuts. It makes no sense. The first time I drove up there to get it, Brittany was like, you and your dad are just blowing smoke. This is not that good. Now we will drive the 5 hours to Springfield, Missouri just to eat cashew chicken. It's that good.
Nah, ain't no chicken that good.
I'm telling you, it makes no sense. But it's this one little place in Missouri that has it for no reason. But that's what we did over.
Springfield is a very strange place.
Isn't that Simpsons? Springfield?
I don't think they're allowed to say what state they're in.
Springfield has more colleges than any city should ever have.
One of them just lost to the William Jewell College in the GLVC championship for men's basketball. Let's go, baby. Shout out Cardinals.
Which school?
Drury.
Presbyterian College, my school, they just won something.
Oh.
They won some kind of something just now. They
got Missouri State, Drury, Ozark Technical, Evangel, Baptist Bible College, and I think one more in a town of only 175,000 people. They got like 6 colleges.
Yeah, because everybody deserves a chance to.
So, Danny Hurley got ejected over the weekend from a basketball game. Don't know, Danny Hurley, head coach at UConn. Back-to-back national champions a couple of years ago, elite basketball program. Apparently he bumped an official. Now, he says he didn't bump the official. He was just yelling at him very, very loudly. I think we've gotten real soft when it comes to coaches with like emotion and that yell. I think we just got into an era where people don't. I mean, he does some crazy stuff on the court. I'm not saying that. But I think players, fans, and officials have gotten just way too soft when it comes to coaches that like. Yeah, I mean, I got yelled at every coach I ever had. I wouldn't know what to do if I had played on a team that a coach didn't yell at me. I don't know why it matters, but players, man, now I can't.
I mean, we're in a generation of everybody gets easily offended. everything's personal. Everything is because everything's about you. It's about me. Yeah. So that's what that is.
Who's the hardest coach you ever had in the league?
Probably BA.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, BA and Bill, they're both, but BA would both BA and Bill, they both would cuss you out, but BA would cuss you out. I remember, I don't know how many times I'll cut you for this, I'll cut you and do that again, I'll cut you. But then he'd do stuff like that, and then, he'd, back you and, talk to you and stuff. I think that was just like it was like the tough love, and then give you some praise when you did the right thing. But yeah, he'd cuss you out and talk about you. So
I mean, I don't want to talk bad about young generation. I get I think most of AAU coaches and stuff, they don't coach kids hard. These kids play on their AAU team, and then these kids take that to their college, and then
because they're paying. Yeah, AAU, you're paying. If I'm paying you, they're like, I'm paying you to do this. Like, don't be talking to me like that. Now, if you're paying me, that's different. Now it's a job.
Yeah, I mean, and I wish it would go back. I don't think you can probably coach, especially at the college level now with transfer portal. You just can't coach kids hard. You just can't. And Tyler Siskey, former Alabama coach, friend of the show, he's coaching the Birmingham Stallions as the OC. Head coach is AJ McCarron, who was multiple national championship quarterback at Alabama. He's talking about, he's like, we're coaching professionals here. He's like, but every once in a while you got to find something to yell at them about. Like, everything can't be perfect. He's like, so I'm talking, hey guys, echo the call off sideline when you come off. You're like, whatever the substitution is, and they're not doing it. He said, so finally, third time, he goes, I just start yelling, and he said, I look over to the corner, and AJ McCarron is having a PTSD moment with his eyes are this big around. That was his high school coach too. Like, AJ that was his high school coach, and I texted him. I said, he goes, yeah, man. He's like, you just can't. So he's like, you can look at it. He goes, used to be when I started coaching, there was a few kids that you couldn't yell at that you knew was just like, that wasn't going to work. He's like, now it's pretty much all of them. You just can't. Yeah, they don't know.
I mean, even when I was like my last couple of years in the league, and it's like, you just see, guys don't want to be like, it's like you can't say nothing negative to them. It's like they're going to get in their feelings, take everything personal. I don't know who I was telling this, but I like to say, like, I'm like, dude, y'all are sensitive. And I know a lot of times the word sensitive, when you say it to a guy, it's like, oh, you're calling me soft or whatever. It's like, no, you're just sensitive. Like, for example, this is my example. A landmine is very sensitive. It's very dangerous, but it's sensitive. It don't take much to set it off, and that's what you are. You're sensitive. You're like a landmine. You're dangerous and all that stuff. I'm not calling you soft. You're just easily emotionally manipulated.
Yeah, I mean, and part of it was my dad was hard on me as a kid, so it just didn't bother me or whatever. But especially in high school, if I heard respect, that was the buzzword. It was like, he doesn't respect me. I was like, I don't think you haven't done anything.
Yeah.
This is week 2 of conditioning camp. No offense, but you haven't done anything to earn anybody's respect.
Yeah. Everybody thinks they need to be respected without doing anything. Like, you earn. It's like, well, he got to earn my respect too, but no, he's the person in authority. Yes, you earn the respect, but if they're the person that's supposed to be a lot of people just have authority issues. They don't want nobody telling them what to do.
I feel like there's got to be there's a line though. So there's
definitely a line between coaching hard and being disrespectful.
Yeah, like my college defensive coordinator was Blake Williams. He was the son of notorious Greg Williams. You guys know exactly who I'm talking about. Former defensive coordinator for the New Orleans Saints, was a part of Bountygate. Blake Williams used to say the most unhinged things to these guys on this defense. He body slammed one of the guys because he wasn't getting off the field fast enough. He literally grabbed him by his shoulder pads and
that's
angry. Like suplexed him off the sideline, then got in his face and just started screaming all this kind of stuff to him. Like, it was crazy. And I'm not trying to like put this out there to get Blake Williams in trouble or anything, but like the things that he said to some of my Muslim teammates was crazy. The things that he said, like, it was unbelievable. The amount of like Xbox controllers he would break. He would say things like, "You're the reason why my wife has black eyes." Like, that kind of coaching needs to not exist.
I've heard those kind of,
like that's the kind of coaching
something
that
like, "You're the reason I go home and beat my wife." It's like,
yeah, it's like, no, you probably do that because you're a freaking psychopath. That's probably why you do
that. You gotta anger. You're another landmine. You got anger issues.
It's like there's like I think that there's like a generation of coaches that feel like just yelling stuff at your players is hard coaching, when in reality it's like, no, yelling coaching things at your players is hard coaching, not yelling Islamophobic comment like remarks. Like what are we doing here?
Yeah.
I mean, Saban, you watch like Saban on in practice. I mean, he's not nice.
No,
but he's not saying anything that's like crazy. But and sometimes it does like depend on who it is. Like, I'm not gonna say his name because there's a chance. But I played for a guy, terrible coach. Not good coach. That's tough. Like that was hard when I was like, you don't understand the game at all. You have this because of a relationship. You're not a good coach. And sometimes he would just yell to yell. It was like he had watched too many movies and he was like, every once in a while, like a coach just needs to lose his cool and yell. And he would just yell things that didn't make any sense. They were not constructive in any way, shape, or form. And then I also played for a coach that did yell, and he was of the old school where if it was like 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter and we were down and we just weren't playing, he'd get himself thrown out of the game on purpose. And
not my fault we lost.
And he'd be like, okay, well, if we lose this game and we now have to walk into the locker room where the head coach has been sitting there for a good 10 minutes.
Got time to think about.
Thinking of all the horrific things that he wants to yell.
Yeah, like, so you end up winning the game, and he'd be like, see, I knew you guys had it. I did that to get you motivated. It's like, yeah, we're not motivated for the reason you think we're motivated.
No, I remember when I was in high school, I think it was like a preseason. It was like a scrimmage thing, whatever. I remember I think we actually won, but we won, but it was like we were just better than them, but we weren't really playing that hard. He made us run afterwards. we had to do some gassers afterwards, which we ended up only losing one game that we lost one game that year and won state championship. So something was working.
And ESPN notifications coming in like crazy. Before we start wrapping this thing up, I want to make sure
I saw Miami traded Fitzpatrick to the Jets.
Okay. Packers finalizing deal that sends Rashawn Gary to Cowboys. Okay. All right.
I did see that. Rumors that Falcons are making a push for Tua.
Tua in Atlanta.
Two lefties in the QB room. Mitch Trubisky agrees to a 2-year deal with the Titans.
Mitch, just give it up, Bubba. Like, you made a lot of money as a backup quarterback. Just hang it up, dog. You don't have it to play in the league, and it's okay. Some guys, I don't know how to do that, Justin, but sometimes you just want to call a guy and go, you don't have it, man. Like,
wait, call a guy and do what?
Just be like, you can't play anymore. Like,
no, I would never say that to nobody. Because in your mind, nobody when you're playing, nobody ever feel like, sometimes there might be like some things where it's like, okay, I don't have that like I had it before, but like in your mind, you don't ever think like oh, I can't play him. Like when I like my last year, I felt like I could have played another year or two. But it comes to a point where it's like, okay, if the league, I'm phased out. It's like for me, it was like I'm not going to sit here and I got other stuff I can do. I'm not gonna. I think I can play, but
how many times have you heard old athlete? It happens a lot in combat sports where they're like, I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm sharper now than I ever was. I'm faster now than I ever was. Like Ronda Rousey's fighting Gina Carano on Netflix. Both of them well past their prime. Well past their prime.
But mentally, they're there. That's what it is. Because mentally, you feel, and because you're smart. Like for me, like when I was in Miami, I probably wasn't running as fast as I was when I was a rookie, but because I knew the game so much more, so mentally the game felt slower to me. So I didn't have to be as fast because I knew where to be. I knew how to get leverage and all those things. And so mentally, you're thinking of like stuff how it goes, and it's like, oh, I know all this stuff, and it feels like when you're doing it, you're able to keep up. So it feels like, oh yeah, I'm, you don't feel like you can't do it.
I mean, there's a reason Floyd Mayweather only fights old, broken down guys. Floyd's not an idiot. Like he's not going to go fight. Like who's the number one contender? I'm going to go fight that guy. It just gets starched.
Yeah, I mean he's about that money too. So,
but yeah. All right. Well, free agency going to keep coming all day long. Shout out to all the guys that are getting jobs today.
Bro, Nick Folk, 41-year-old kicker, signing a 2-year deal with the Falcons.
My guy, Folk. I was with him in with the Patriots. Good guy.
So that's good. NCAA men's basketball tournament is coming up. Conference tournaments are just about wrapped up, and the World Baseball Classic. That's a lot more fun than I thought it would be. Watching the U.S. It is weird. Like teams like Great Britain are fielding a team. No one on there has an English accent. They're all like, well, my mom is from here, so I get to play here. You're like, it's not really Team Great Britain. It's really like guys whose grandpa are from.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, nobody.
It's not like the hockey stuff where they play like for their actual countries they were born in.
No, like Great Britain had a couple of like AAA guys who's like, oh, my dad's from Ireland, my mom's from England, like, so they're playing for Great Britain. But like in my head, I was like, oh, it'd be fun to be on the field, like hear the like chatter amongst the team. It's just a bunch of English guys. No,
oi, bruv, make sure you catch this next ball.
Like it'd be fun, but it's not. But Japan and Mexico, I think U.S. plays Mexico next. That's one of those teams where you're like, hey, remember when the U.S. this was our sport, and then all the Latin American countries were like, hold on, we got it. So that'll be a fun one. If you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to us, whether you're watching us over here on Twitch or you're watching us on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. And you got any content coming out, Justin? You're Mr. like.
I'm trying to. I know I've been slacking. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have some. There should be some stuff coming out. I'm trying to figure out because I've been doing some of the football stuff and working out. Like, it's cool. I mean, I like doing. People like it. I think people like it more than I like it. I like all the other stuff I do because, like, for me, I like cooking, music, my daily life. I like all that stuff. So we'll see. It might change up in a month or two, and we'll kind of see what the people like. Truthfully, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really care what everybody likes. I want to post what I want to post.
It's hard this time of year though, when you're like, I know what these guys are going through, draft coming up, free agency. Like, there's some guys that could probably something pops up in their timeline for me. It might make their day, make them feel a little bit better about what's going on. So no, I get it. Yeah. All right. Also, we kind of restarted some of the college football stuff. So if you haven't yet, make sure to follow Waterboys College Football. We'll obviously be talking drafts since a lot of the stuff starting to shake out now that we've got pro days and combines are all done. So we'll be talking some of that and trying to educate NFL fans who apparently only watch NFL football They don't have a clue what's going on with college football.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I don't be knowing what's going on with college.
That's the purest form of the game.
Yeah,
right?
that's different though. Like,
I mean, I didn't watch college growing up. I didn't watch it when I was in college, except for like my first college game was my walk on visit to Presbyterian College. That was my first, and then the ones I played in.
There's a really good college football team not far from you.
Yeah, but I don't like going to the games. I'd rather be at home.
One of the best coaches in the game right now.
Oh, that's great. Great for him.
Right.
Y'all love sports. I just like it. There's a difference. I don't want, I love that it got me paid. That was nice. I appreciate all the sport has done for me.
This expensive drum set with this nice lighting in the background. Thank you, NFL. All right. See you guys next week.
Yeah.